hunters, what's happening? Len Kale, today's wrap up. Deer are in the rut, and biologists are reporting that we are close to the peak of the rut. Bucks should be chasing does around. My personal belief is that the rut is not quite at the peak. It hasn't peaked, but it may soon. Things seem a little slower out there than usual, and I'm chalking that up to the warmer weather that we've been having. It's been really warm lately, but I'm starting to get some nice bucks on camera during the daylight hours, which means that the bucks are checking their scrapes regularly. They're moving around and checking their scrapes constantly, but once they lock in on a doe, their activity is gonna wind way down. So while you have the chance, catch those bucks out there checking their scrapes, and otherwise focus on the early morning, late evening hunts when the deer are going into and coming out of their beds. The acorns seem like are just about all vacuumed up out there. Seeing deer feeding on alternate food sources, so pay attention to those discrete places that you see. Those little hidden patches of browse and stuff that they have out there. And switch up your patterns. If you're like me and you hunt hard and heavy, now's the time to switch up your techniques. I use a certain type of call during the pre-rut and a certain scent, and then when the rut really kicks in, I switch calls, I switch scents, I switch patterns, because bucks will pattern you just like you pattern the bucks. So towards the end of the rut, I tend not to use any scent or calls at all, or I vary it up and use all three, either none or some of the other two. And don't get frustrated if you don't bang your buck right now. Now could be a real frustrating time to be out there, because the deer are moving, there's bucks out there, you see people whacking really nice bucks. I've let some deer go for reasons that I'm comfortable with. But don't get frustrated if you don't bang your buck during this part of the year, because not only do we still got the peak rut, we also got we also have the post rut, we have the second rut, and post rut, bucks are gonna be beat up, and they're gonna be tired, and they're gonna be hungry, so they're gonna have to get up and eat from like every 4 to 6 hours. So you can still catch them moving then. Also don't forget the rut has yet to peak, and we got snow potential reported for Friday. Yeah, baby. And the deer are going to be super active Thursday before the storm, up to the time the storm starts. So get ready to track. I'm going to do a whole video on tracking. And anyway, I got this new call today. It's a Flex Tone. It's called the All-in-One. It's put out by Flex Tone. It's got the reason I got this call was because the other call I use is a big buck call, and that call, I personally believe that call can scare away some of the other bucks. So this one actually has a young buck call on it. It also has a doe bleat on it. And it also has a fawn call, and fawn in distress. So that fawn in distress, if it's at the end of the day and I feel like I'm bored, I'm busted out in the area, and I know there's coyotes, I can use that fawn in distress to try and whack a coyote. So remember, it's bear season, it's pheasant season, it's quail, grouse season. It's deer season, it's cottontail rabbit, snowshoe hare, jackrabbit, but check your zones, because they vary. Tree rats, kill your squirrels, man. Coyotes, we don't like them. Fox, red and gray, you have all these opportunities in the woods. Check your coyote laws. I'm not sure, I might do a whole video on that. I might contact wildlife management and see what the deal is on that, because they're saying now that if you whack a coyote, you can report it up to 4 days after the end of the season. What they want you to do is make your own tag, and at least report the harvest online. So, check your laws. Again, safety, safety, safety. Safety's number one. I hope you guys are having fun out there. Hope you guys caught some of my tips. The milkweed tip as a wind checker. That's an awesome one. Thanks, Todd, buddy. And everything else seems to be going great out there, man. Like I said, don't get discouraged. Get out there, do the work. The deer are moving. This is a great time to be in the woods, man. If you can get out there, sneak out at night after work, this is a great week. All right, hope you guys have a lot of luck. Thanks. Lenny from Hunting Western Mass. Have a good one.